Today's 2-minute fairy tale is a gorgeous Indian love story from the Mahabharata about a woman who goes to the underworld to save her man. It's called Savitri and Satyavan. A king honors Savitri, the sun goddess, and she says, "What do you want in return?" And he says, "I'd love to have lots of sons." And she goes, "Well, you're gonna have a daughter, but she's gonna be the best." So he has this daughter. They name her Savitri after the sun goddess. The princess is so beautiful and brimming with so much energy, people think she must be a celestial goddess. So everyone loves her and wants to marry her. But whenever they witness her blinding splendor in person, the men lose their nerve. So actually no one will propose to her. They're all too intimidated. She decides to go and look for a man herself. She visits hermitages and forests. Finally, she finds this amazing man named Satyavan. He's the son of a king too, but his father is blind and he got driven out of his kingdom, so they have to live in poverty in the forest now. She goes home and tells her dad, and her dad's sage says, "Hey, you've made a bad choice. That dude is destined to die in a year." And she's like, "Yeah, don't care. I want to marry him." So they get married and she lives with him in the forest. But she's super stressed about the fact that he's gonna die and wants to prevent it. As the day of his death gets closer, she tries to fast. She tries to do anything that she can to get some favor from the gods, but it doesn't work. She's with him when he's out chopping wood. He says, "I'm tired. Can I lay my head in your lap?" And he does, and then he dies. Yama, the god of death, shows up, takes her husband away, but she goes with them and follows him. And as she's following, he keeps saying, "Girl, turn back." And she's like, "No, I'm not turning back." They have deep philosophical discussions the whole time she's following him to the underworld, and she gives him all these homilies that are really wise about virtue. So he says, "All right, I'll give you the boon of your choice, but not your husband." So she says, "Okay, restore my husband's father's sight." So he does. Then later he's like, "I'll give you another boon, but not your husband." She says, "Okay, restore my husband's father's kingdom." And so he does. The third time when he asked what she wants, she said, "I want my husband and I to be blessed with 100 sons." He's like, "Okay, wait." She's like, "Yeah, that's right. I can't have that boon unless you give me my husband too." So he's like, "All right, you're clever. You got it. I'll give you your husband back," and grants them both long lives. He takes them back. The husband wakes up in her lap and they go and find his father who has his sight and his kingdom. They live happily ever after. She gives birth to 100 sons, securing their lineage. That is some devotion. As always, check out my book, Dust Spells, and my podcast. All the links are in the bio.